RAIDER ReACTION is for mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, and I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just in case you haven't been by, or you forgot your way, let me give you some simple directions. It's just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman and a scholar, as well as a man of commerce. He'll point you in the right direction, if you're slipping what you should. He's going to tell you to take a left, and then a right. As you find yourself strolling down the street, you're going to pass a deep, dark alley to your immediate right. As you pass that alley, a cool breeze hits you that chills you right to your skeletal core. Is it the autumn wind? You goddamn right! Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, this is the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. And even, it doesn't matter. 52 weeks a year, 365 days a year, there's always Raider news to talk about. And I'm going to be right here every fucking Tuesday to bring it to you. So, thank you for joining me, as always. New and old, our band of pirates. Thank you for joining me on another edition of the Raider Nation Report. Now, let's get right to it. The biggest, juiciest topic that's going on out there right now is, where are we going to play? Oh, the concrete story. But I seen it on this news source and that news source, so it's gotta be 100%. Nah, nothing's 100% until you see a fucking press conference and everybody's standing up there. Then it's 100%. When all parties involved are standing up there, then it's 100%. So, everybody heard the stories about San Francisco, formerly AT&T Park, now Oracle Park, the San Francisco Giants. Well, Mayor of San Francisco comes out today and says, no thank you. You should stay in Oakland. We're not interested in having you. Sure, it sounds like a great idea, in theory. Cal played there for a brief period, 1 year. So it has hosted a football event before. Not obviously an NFL event, which is a much different beast. Completely different beast than a college atmosphere. But you also have the fact that the NFL has to sign off on it, and the San Francisco 49ers have to sign off on it as well. And the fact that the 49ers would sign off on it is very unlikely. They would much rather, if they have to be in their territory, see them sharing Levi Stadium. It seems to be more logistical, and obviously it directly puts money into their pocket, not allowing them to play in their market and reap revenues. It really all comes down to money, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, yes, there was reported talks about going to playing at the Giants Stadium. Yes, that's reported. That was all true. It's the first really reported stories that you've heard that have any validity, and people have come out and said, yes, it's happened. And it happened. But there's a checklist of things that have to be signed off on in order for that to happen. The fact that they are already dealing with the logistical nightmare of getting Golden State, the Warriors. You add that into the mix, and doing it in a very, very short amount of time. I mean, we're talking, as it's already February, you're talking about setting up for preseason games in August. That's not very far off. And to get up to the standards of an NFL facility, what it takes for security, media, seating, the way everything's set up, it's not going to be that easy. So what's the easiest route? You stick their ass in an already prepared NFL facility. I'm telling you, I will be very, very surprised if you get signed off on being in the Giant Stadium with everything you've heard. You heard the story break a day or two ago, and everybody lost their minds. Oh, we got a home. You just bit the latest clickbait as soon as it came out. That's the one answer that you want to know. But we don't have that answer yet. So yes, there were talks. But it's a long checklist. 49ers have to sign off on them being in their territory, reaping revenues, instead of just playing in Levi Stadium with them, where they can reap revenues. Why the fuck would they sign off on that? I mean, logically, think about that. The NFL has to sign off on it. Same thing. NFL would just as soon see them play in a state-of-the-art facility right across the bay. They'll be able to sell tickets to those same season ticket holders. Now they've got a pitch. Last season in the Bay. You don't think they'd rather have that? It's either that, or we got Mark Davis and the Raider brass are going to have to tuck tail and go back and talk to Oakland. Those are your two possibilities. I don't see that. I don't see the hurdles being able to be cleared for the Giants Stadium. I think it was a cute news story. Got everybody excited for a day. I shared the fuck out of it and got a whole bunch of action off of it. But I don't see it as realistic. I don't see it as realistic. There's too many logistical problems in between now and when you would have to start hosting preseason games to get that pulled off. I don't see it. I don't see it. It would be easy. Well, shit, JD. Hell yeah. Let's go put him over in fucking Wide World of Sports for training facilities. And somebody in the comments, what's up, Mo? Aloha as well, my Raider brother. Somebody else in the comments said St. Louis. St. Louis has a vacant stadium, the Edward Jones Dome. They've got a stadium as well. The thing is there's you look at it like, oh well, there's a football stadium. Why couldn't they play there? Well, what it takes. I took down James Raider. Nice work. Nice work. What it takes to host an NFL game, you have to have certain seating capacity. You have security measures and the security infrastructure of the stadium have to be up to top-notch standards. They will not put their fans, players, or their product at risk in any way and will not get their pants caught down in that manner whatsoever. So number one, you got to meet all security requirements of the facility, and that's not easy to do. Most of them aren't technologically advanced enough to be able to reach those standards. And along being technologically advanced is also the media requirements. What it takes for the NFL to come there and put a game on and produce it and package and deliver it in the way that they expect their product to look. They're not going to do that in a subpart. They're not going to do that like you're watching a fucking high school football game with the AV club up there in the yearbook fucking guys hanging out up in the fucking press booth giving you one of these from the 50 fucking yard line. The NFL is not going to give you that. You've got it. They want all angles. They've got to have it set up for instant replay. It's a whole different beast and a set of requirements. So you can't just say, oh, well, you can go play such and such. No. You don't understand. It's months and months of work just to bring any even pretty good college facility up to be able to host and be the home for an NFL team. It's not going to happen. So, all these places everybody threw out, Sam Boyd, maybe playing somewhere in Salt Lake City. All these other places being thrown out, no. There's just not that many. And Oracle Stadium, formerly AT&T Stadium, we'll see. You got San Diego, but San Diego denies the fact that conversation even happened. Look, they went shaggy on him, man. Wasn't me. I didn't talk to him. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Wasn't me. San Diego didn't want no part of it. The Aloha Bowl. Now, see, there's an interesting one. Let's just throw that up there. The logistical nightmare of having to pack that stadium with Raider fans and get everybody over there for home games might be interesting for a season. Be interesting, novel idea. And then the biggest question that people have been asking is, if they stay somewhere else for a season, what are they going to be called? Just the Raiders? Do you start calling them the Las Vegas Raiders because that's just a temporary home? Because obviously they're going to Vegas because the stadium's already being built. They're having the draft there. I mean, it's so funny that a couple years ago, if you mentioned the idea of the NFL being in Vegas, fucking Goodell's, the hair stood up on the back of his fucking neck, and oh my God, they wanted nothing to do with it. Now, all of a sudden, they're sticking a fucking team there. We're building a state-of-the-art facility. Fuck it, we're gonna have the draft there. You watch. Mark my words. I've said it from day fucking one. As soon as I heard they were sticking the draft there. Next couple years, you're gonna have the Pro Bowl there too. The Pro Bowl is gonna be there. It's a nice warm climate. You can do all of this stuff there. They've got a state-of-the-art facility they can have it in. Just saying. You watch. The NFL has all of a sudden said, "Oh, Vegas, let me get my arms around you." They're embracing it. 100%. 100%. So what are we called? I say we just, fuck it. If we ain't in Oakland this year, we're the Las Vegas Raiders, and let's roll with it. It's the future. It is what it is. Fuck it. Embrace the change, man. Embrace the change. You saw at the beginning of the show, I'm rocking it, man. We are the Vegas Raiders. It is what it is. You can call them Raiders. Be all butthurt if you want for a fucking couple seasons. I'm just calling Raiders. I'll never call them Las Vegas. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter. It's where their home is. So deal with it. So I say, if they don't play in Oakland this year, Sin City Raiders it is. We're rocking it. From here on out. Till we change zip code again. What's up, Hector? What's up, Anthony? What's up, everybody? Thank you all for joining me. What's up, Raider? Everybody for joining me as always. New and old, our band of pirates. You guys are the reason we come back every night. Now, if you haven't got in yet, man, we only got days. I've been talking about it all goddamn month, and we only got days. This Sunday, we do the live drawing for teams on the 2019 Off-Season Madden Challenge. So if you haven't got your spot in, we've got an Xbox One League and a PS4 League. If you win your division in either one of the leagues, you get a Raider Reaction prize pack, which is worth well more than the $25 buy-in. If you win your league, you get an autographed Derek Carr jersey. Now, apparently there have been somebody asking if you get prizes for second and third. Fuck no! You don't get rewarded for losing. No. This isn't one of the participation prize fucking tournaments where, oh, everybody gets a ribbon. Come stand on the podium, Timmy, and get your picture taken. You're a winner. No, you're a fucking loser. You lost, Timmy. Get the fuck off the podium. Let the kids stand up there that won. That's what kind of fucking Madden challenge this is. So don't be asking me about second place money. Come on. You only paid $25. You piss more of that away at, going to fucking Dave & Buster's. So, come on. Only the winners get something, but we're even going to give you something if you win your division. Only your division. Wild cards, you don't get shit. Nah. Fucking wild cards. No, you don't get nothing. You just get lucky you're in the playoffs and still playing for the fucking jersey. That's all you get. But division winners, we're going to give you a Raider Reaction prize pack. Just for winning your fucking division. So all you got to do is beat out maybe a handful of other chumps. And you're in. That's right, JD. In the immortal words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. And that's how I look at every NFL season. Don't talk to me about, oh, well, we made the playoffs and you didn't. Oh, we did this and you didn't. Listen, if you ain't one of the fucking Cheatriots hanging out in fucking Disney World right now, you're a fucking loser just like the rest of us. The only difference is we got a better draft pick than most. And that's the truth. Hey, we won this. Hey, we won that. Hey, we won 9 games. Hey, we won 10, 11, 12. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter. Guess what? As of Monday, 0-0, bitches. Just like everybody else. It's a new start. New day. So, fuck all out of the shit. I don't care. It's a new day. 2019 season has begun. It's on. That other's over.
Game over.
Over. New day. So, we spent last week on the defensive side of the ball. We spent the week prior to that on the Raider Nation Report talking about strictly the offensive side of the ball. Oh, we're getting to that, JD. Man, I got a whole offseason I got to milk, so there's going to be plenty of draft talk. Don't you worry about that. But tonight, that wasn't me, man. I wasn't playing. That was James Raider. Now I did lose last night, but I did win the first one technically. So I went 1-1 last night. I beat a Cheatriot and lost to the Chief, but I lost to the Queef. Bad, man. That was bad. Got lit the fuck up. I needed to run that fucking. I needed to drop that one safety, man, and I was running some bad fucking shit. See, I don't play that much. What you guys see me play on Mondays is about all I play all week. So it ain't like I'm like sitting, oh man, I gotta look good. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I'll turn it on live and go live in front of everybody and suck. It doesn't matter. It's just a video game. I'm just having fun, man. And I'm a competitive fucker. I like to win. I'm trying to win. But I ain't gonna lose my fucking mind and break my TV and shit if I lose. It is what it is. It is what it is. You and Leslie, come on with the Steve Juice. Shh. Had him in check for quite some time. You start bringing him out and crazy shit starts happening. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of drama up in the studio tonight. Alright, so like I said, last 2 weeks, offense, then defense. Now, what's left? Third phase, special teams. Where do we start? Punter? We don't have a punter that we have anything assigned to. Punters, our roster's clean. We got nobody. Everybody we had last year, we have no contractual ties, nothing to any of them. They can go do whatever the fuck they want. We're like, see ya. You and your fucking, every other fucking punt is 25 yards plus. Half of them bounce backwards. I mean, Townsend that dude was hot garbage. Should have put a twist on that motherfucker and set his ass on the curb long before the end of the season. Good Lord. Long snapper is the spot we need to address. Lions hit it right on the head. And kicker as well. You got Carlson. Nugent was that was a total bust. He come in and he ends up being lame like half the rest of the team. He goes by way of Brandon LaFell, makes a brief appearance and is injured. So that brings you to who do you got out there on the market when you're looking at kickers. Now, there are some decent veteran kickers out there. The first one that comes to mind is Gostkowski. Obviously, he's 35 years old. Still got some tread on the tire, I guess, for a fucking kicker. One of the interesting names up there, Sebastian Janikowski. Does Gruden swoop in and bring him in for one fucking one swan song, one farewell tour for Seabass? Would you be interested if he was healthy? Would you? Kai Forbath is one that interests me a little bit. Kai Forbath interests me a little bit. Robbie Gould, Phil Dawson. You've got Fairbrain, the kicker for Houston. There's a lot of solid kickers out there, which is why part of the reason we had gotten rid of Seabass a while back, because why pay a guy like Sebastian Janikowski $3, $4, $5 million a year when you can go out and get a damn good veteran kicker for $1 million or $2 million tops? There's no reason to. There's no reason to. There are some good kickers out there on the free agent market. I mean, there's a fucking laundry list of them. Yeah, the Sebastian Janikowski thing, it's a cute idea. You know, it writes a neat story. It'd be cool in some Lifetime movie, but it's not reality. It's not reality, man. He's been a... thank you, Hot Neil, stopping in as always. He's not...
He shoots, he scores!
He's... Nah. Now, punter, you're looking at punters, I mean, fuck. Do you want... You can go out, there's a bunch of decent guys, I suppose, on the free agent market. Kind of like kickers. You've got Ray Allen from New England, their kicker who's up for... their punter's up for free agent. Jordan Berry, Pat O'Donnell, Donnie Jones, Matt Darr, Bradley Pinion. Or do you gamble again like you did with Townsend and try to go after a rookie punter? It's where you can find that diamond in the rough. It's where you can find that Ray Guy, Marquette King, Shane Leckler. It's where you can find those guys. You find them before anybody knows their weapon. So, excuse me. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. So, then you also, looking at the special teams, you've got the return game. Our biggest, most electric play of the season came by way of the return from Dwayne Harris, and he is an unrestricted free agent, and I believe somebody that we should bring back. A guy who's a specialist in the return game, Jacoby Ford, Devin Hester, these type of guys, they're big, man. They can turn a game quick. And he's also a plug-in and emergency wide receiver. I think you got to give Dwayne Harris a little money and bring him back. He solidifies our return game. And there's just certain guys that shine in these specialty trades in the NFL. And he's one of them. You remember Steve Tasker? He used to play for the shitty-ass Buffalo Bills. But that dude was in the fucking Pro Bowl every year. Why? Because he was just a football player. He was just a goddamn good football player. They didn't really have a place that he fit in. He played kickoff. He played all the special teams. But the dude was just always there and could make plays. It's that type of guy. He's that type of guy. He's just a guy that makes fucking plays, and you want to have him on your team in some capacity. Cordell Patterson, that just so pisses me off. He goes and gets a fucking ring now. Gets a ring for doing what, you know? The ring pisses me off. When I see guys like that go over, I was ecstatic. Randy Moss didn't go there and get a fucking ring. You have no idea how happy I was. I hated that not a signing in recent Raider history pissed me off as much as the Randy Moss signing. I was so fucking pissed that day. The day he went on the fucking free agent market, I was like, I do not want that motherfucker. Oh my God, please. And I heard the news and I just about absolutely lost my fucking mind when we signed him. So, go by way, no. Self worked up just even thinking about it. But, just seeing guys like that go over there and get a ring, just... Obi technically is getting a ring too. Obi Melifanu, draft bust for us. He's getting a ring too, holding down the bench somewhere, handing out waters or collecting towels after showers, whatever the fuck Obi does over there. Because I didn't see him doing anything. So, whatever he does, he got a ring too. I think he's collecting towels after the showers. Something. Whatever Obi's doing. That's what he's doing. Now, we gave away at the first of the year the big badass Raider box. I finally got my sticker shipment in, so we got that baby stuffed up and it's on its way to the UK to Bend now. So we are going to have another Reaction Shop raffle every month for the remainder of the off season. So we'll be having one of those coming up very, very soon. Here within the next week or two. Josh Jordan is getting a ring. And I bet you, I put money. Josh Gordon trades that for some sticky. Bet your ass. How much can I get for a Super Bowl ring? Man, I didn't even play it. It fucking don't mean nothing to me. Got that good shit, don't you? That's what Josh Gordon's going to do with it. He's going to call the dope man. Might even fucking spring and get him a new bong. Shit. What can I get for this? He's in rehab and gets a fucking Super Bowl ring. Ain't that some bullshit? He couldn't play for the Cleveland Browns and get one ever. He can go to rehab and get one as a New England Patriot. Ain't that some fucking bullshit? That's how shitty the Browns are. I ain't even got to play and I'm a champion. What the fuck? It's so fucked up. You shouldn't get no goddamn ring. What the hell? What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, that's insanity. Now, if you have not, click on the group tab on our page. A couple weeks back, we kicked off our official group. It's already almost up to 1,200 members. It's the Raider Reaction Empire. We welcome you to the dark side. It's not one of the pussy groups where they, excuse me, god damn. It's not one of the pussy groups where they tell you, hey, you can't post that. You know, it's Tuesday. Don't post that scantily clad woman with Raider emblems all over her for Thong Tuesday if you want to call. We're not one of those groups. If you want to post that shit, go ahead. If it offends you, scroll the fuck by and shut up. Don't be a pussy. We're on the dark side of Raider Nation. So, come join the real, the raw, the uncensored, the Raider Reaction Empire, the official group of Raider Reaction, where you can post whatever the hell you want, talk about whatever you want, have whatever kind of opinion you want, because, really, who the fuck should tell you what to say or think just because there's some goddamn, somebody made them an admin in a fucking group, and you feel like, you know, because you got kicked around on the fucking playground when you was in first grade, you know, and Billy pushed you on the ground, you scraped your fucking knee, and you've always been a coddled up little pussy, and now somebody gave you a little ounce of fucking power, and so now you want to trip. Nah, there's none of that. You want to talk about your team? Talk about your team. You spend money on them, you support them, you should have a place where you can go with other fans of the same damn team and be able to talk about whatever the fuck topic you want to talk about. Throw that post up there and let it ride. Ain't nobody gonna tap you on the shoulder and say, excuse me, sir. What were you doing posting that? Didn't you read the rules? Didn't you read the rules at the top of our group? That told you what you can and can't do? No. So join the dark side. Fuck that other shit. You know, you can be in those groups if you want. You know, I lurk behind them just because I like to see what's going on in the lame realms of the world. And then I come back to, you know, where I hang out, which isn't lame. But I like to see what's going on. I peruse. Now, moving along. So go hit it up. Get in there. It's only for the real of the real. So, you know, if you're easily offended and you've been pussified, that's right. The only rules? There are no rules. Basically, the only rules we have are that of basic common human decency. You know, and if we have to explain that to you, you're a schmuck. We don't want you in there anyway. So, moving along. Speaking of schmucks, what the fuck does a motherfucker gotta do to get into the NFL Hall of Fame? Are you gonna seriously do Tom Flores like that again? The dude's 80, man. Come on. He's not gonna be around for very long. Much longer on this earth. This man deserves to stand amongst his peers, to stand next to his bust, to be able to give that speech that immortalizes him, that they play on NFL films for years and years to come. He was a pioneer for trailblazing minorities as a player, as a coach. Super Bowl ring as a player, Super Bowl ring as an assistant. 2 Super Bowl rings as a head coach. And you put in ahead of him Marv Levy, who only went to 4 Super Bowls and never won one, is only known for choking. That's it. Only known for being a failure. You put him in ahead of Tom Flores. You put in Joe Gibbs ahead of Tom Flores, who Joe Gibbs got his ass handed to him in the Super Bowl, where Flores got his 4th ring. There are certain guys that are intertwined in the lore and the history of the NFL. How many times when you just see a random splattering of the history and on NFL films, and you see the Raiders, and it's always Tom Flores and it's always John Madden, and that's it. That's it. And the fucking fact of the matter is, Tom Flores has one more ring than John Madden. And he won the 2 of them in a very short amount of time. Only over a few years span. It's complete bullshit that he has not put in again. The way they did Kenny Stabler with, not wanting to give him the jacket, the ring, or, because he wasn't around anymore. They didn't want to give it to the family. And it was just a totally fucking disgraceful, shitty way that they were treated. And there's never, ever going to be a Hall of Fame, a great Hall of Fame speech from the Snake. He's never, ever going to be able to walk up on that stage and walk up to that podium and speak the mind of the, and be able to hear from the heart of a champion when he's finally reached it all. We were robbed of that. Every fucking one of us was robbed of that. And I don't want to be robbed of that again. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. The man deserves to be in it. He's not a spring chicken, okay? Let's be realistic here. Every year you don't put him in is one opportunity passed. This was the first year he was a finalist. That right there is a statement that is disgusting in itself. This was the first year he was a finalist. The man is a 2-time head coach Super Bowl head coach, winning head coach. That right there is enough to get you in. In fact, you got another ring as an assistant. And another as a player. The first Hispanic quarterback in the league. Fail. NFL Hall of Fame. Pro Football Hall of Fame. Fail. 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 I really thought they were going to get it right this year. I really thought they were going to get it right, and it's a goddamn shame, man. It's a fucking shame that, I mean, it really is. Really is. I 100% wanted to go this year. I wanted to take my son. It would have been an amazing experience, but we'll shelf that. We'll shelf that for a year or two. I mean, my little guy will be old enough here in a year or two when he finally gets in. We'll all go. But I'm going. That's one I want to see. I don't want to be there. I want to hear that speech. And the fact that we all got robbed of Stabler's speech. Because could you just imagine? Just imagine the great and amazing speech that Kenny Stabler would have stood and given at the Hall of Fame. Robbed. We were all robbed. It's ridiculous. There's a long list of them. Cliff Branch, Todd Christensen should have been in. I mean, the guy revolutionized the tight end position. I mean, he's not in. You got Michael Haynes in, but you don't have the other half. How can you not have Lester the molester? The judge. I mean, come on. The iconic images of just him and his stickum, the amount of interceptions the guy had in his, I mean, come on. There's a list. It's a list. And hey, the hate for the silver and black is real, man. It's real. And you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. We ain't going nowhere. Alright. We're just going to keep knocking on that Hall of Fame door. And eventually, they crack it open, they let a couple in. That's all we got to keep doing. We got to keep knocking on that door. Because, why? Nobody knows why. It's a mystery. Why Flores isn't in there. Absolute mystery. There's no freaking reason for it. No reason for it whatsoever. Now, it's time to start looking ahead. Like I said. And I'm not bullshitting, man. When I came into work, everybody was like, oh, did you see that game the Patriots won? It's like, yep, 0-0. 0-0. Yep, we're all 0-0. That's all I know. It's all of our records are 0-0. Reset. It's 2019. I'm glad you guys won that Super Bowl yesterday. That's old news. I'm looking forward now. What's next on my roster? Free agency. Who are we going to cut? The draft's around the corner. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 2019. Shit. 18's in the rearview mirror. I'm glad you guys won. Enjoy your trip to fucking Disney World. Enjoy your fucking parade. I ain't watching that shit. I've moved along. Enjoy it. It's over. That's how I felt Monday morning. It's over. I watched it. Shittiest Super Bowl I ever fucking seen. Absolute 3-0 at half. The fuck kind of shit is that? It's like a soccer score. Terrible. Terrible. So, 0-0. It's game on, man. 2019. We've got one of the biggest drafts in Raider history. We got a GM who's a freaking draft guru. We got Gruden who supposedly got this master plan going. And he's some sort of cerebral mastermind. We hope. We hope. Because our hopes and dreams as the Raider Nation are hooked to it right now. Right on, Mark Anthony. Fucking rolling. Don't make it rain. The whole thing sucked. Now, I mean, there was not one redeemable quality out of that Super Bowl. I mean, everything about it sucked. I liked Big Boy's part. I mean, ATL ho. Shit. I like Big Boy because I can get groove on a little Outcast, but other than that little smidgen, the halftime show was was hot garbage. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad, and the game was bad as a whole. The whole thing, the commercials were bad. Only one commercial I really remember is the one with Beast Mode grabbing the fucking chunk out of the cake and all hell breaks loose. That's the only one I even remembered. And I'm serious. Somebody asked me after the game, I think it was my wife, she's like, what was your favorite commercial? I was like, well, fuck. I don't remember. And if I don't remember any of the commercials, then they must have sucked. Because, like my wife, she always says, you fell asleep during half the movies we rent. Well, the ones I stay awake for are the good ones. Because if the movie didn't fucking suck, I wouldn't fall asleep. Kind of like remembering the commercials. If they didn't suck, I would have remembered it. So when you ask me which one I remembered, the one with Marshawn Lynch, that one was funny. It had a whole bunch of players. Other than that, nah, they were lame. They ain't like back in the day where fucking Pepsi and Coke and all of them would, go with these crazy ass ad campaigns and social media is shit. Some of the videos we make for the page are just as fucking good as anything they fucking put on TV anymore. I mean, everybody can make it. You've got commercials and little bits and shit like that running all the time. So it's not like it was back in the day where it was an event. You didn't have computers and fucking smartphone in your hand. It was an event. It was the only time you've seen that. So it's just a different thing. So the commercial it's not that, there's only so much you can do with a fucking commercial. It's a commercial. And what are they going to do you haven't seen? So the Marshawn Lynch one was funny, but other than that, Now, looking ahead to 2019, because you got to look way ahead, because we've got free agency, which is going to be exciting this season. See what Gruden, our new GM, does. So free agency is going to be exciting. The draft is going to be real exciting. Raider ReACTION is planning on being there live at the draft, so we've got things in the work behind the scenes on that. So stay tuned. We want to bring you some behind the scenes at the draft, where most people don't see. Last year, we were live from the floor of the draft for the first 3 or 4 picks. And we're going to try to do that again this time. Give you a little more behind the scenes of what's going on. Kind of like we did at the Pro Bowl. Take you there. Those that can't be there, we like to take you where you can go. Bring you right along with us. So, we got plans for the draft. Training camp as well, possibly. But looking on to the next season. Of course, we've got our division rivals that we're playing. Home games. Get the Bears. It happens to be the London game. Tennessee, Detroit, Jacksonville, and Cincinnati. Not bad. I think Tennessee is definitely a winnable game. Detroit, Jacksonville, and Cincinnati. All of those are very winnable games. Denver, it's a winnable game as well. KC, obviously, and the Chokers are our biggest competition on our home roster coming up. Now, on the road, of course, you got the 3 division rivals, but you also got the Jets going to Minnesota, that's in the Dome. Indianapolis, also in the Dome. Green Bay, depending on what time of year that is, that could be a brutal game for us. Not really a cold weather team. Haven't been a cold weather team typically. And Houston on the road as well. Everybody's saying how this schedule looks so daunting and you got all these teams. The Jets are beatable. Green Bay is they're no juggernaut anymore. They're trying to rebuild right now as well. The Texans, I'm not scared of the Texans. I ain't scared of the Colts either. Our biggest worry is those 4 games that we got to play KC and the Chargers. Those are what I'm most concerned about on our roster, on the schedule you got coming up. And you can't break out, just looking at this, what our 2019 opponents are, and give me a strength of schedule. No, you can't do that. A strength of schedule comes from how you have to travel across the country, which games are before games, which games are after other games. Do you have this one, then you got to travel all the way across the country? Are you playing in Oakland, and then you got to fly to fucking London and play? There's so many variables that come in. You got 2 home games in a row? Where the road games are mixed. There is so much that comes into breaking down a schedule that you can't tell shit from just the list of opponents. So when they start giving me this, Raiders have the hardest strength of schedule. Based on what? Based on a list of fucking teams? You don't even know the parameters. There's a big fucking difference in playing in Green Bay in September than there is playing at the fucking end of December. Don't you think? Just a little. So how are you going to evaluate that game? I mean, I understand. You need an article to fill your fucking page, but, I mean, let's at least find something relevant to talk about. Please. And speaking of that, let's segue right in to my little segment that I like to end the Raider Nation Report with, called the WTF. Let's work right into that, shall we? Speaking of premature, guess what was dropped today? The 2019 NFL Power Rankings. How is that even possible? How can you place a team on the power rankings based on what? You don't even know what their coaching staffs are going to be. You don't know what the rosters are going to be. You haven't even went through free agency yet. You have no idea who they're going to draft. You don't know what half these teams are going to look like. In today's market, you can flip a team and make a contender in one season. You can go from pretender to contender in 1 year. The way the NFL is built now. So to say, the fucking 2 days after the fucking Super Bowl, that the Raiders are now number 32 on the power rankings for 2019. Yeah, I tell you what you can do with your fucking power rankings, okay? I mean, seriously, what are you gauging that upon? And what scientific basis do you have for that? Besides, let's just put this in a list and put this story out. This will give people something to fucking comment about. Oh, fuck. Seriously, there's no way. And how the fuck are we last? How are we last? Compared to what? We're worse than the fucking Cardinals? Get the hell out of here. We're last in the power rankings? So, I agree, Jacob. Eat a bag of dicks with a side of balls. Whoever the hell came up with this fucking shit-ass rankings. We're last? Well, there's only one way to go from there, I guess, and it's up. What the fuck? A power ranking 2 days after the Super Bowl. The 2019 power rankings. Man. Talk about not even having to work for your job. It's like, fuck it. Let's make a ranking. Fuck. Just rank them. Yeah, just put it kind of somewhere around where they finished and move them up and down a little bit. Come on. That's lazy journalism there. That's just throwing out some shit. Some fluff. What the hell? Madden Challenge. Message the page. Get your invoice. Get your $25 paid in. We'll add you to the owners group. We got an Xbox One league and a PS4 league. It's kicking off. We are drawing teams on Sunday. League's kicking off on Monday. We still have some spots left. So don't miss out. Every division winner gets a Raider Reaction prize pack, which you're going to get it's worth more than what you even paid to play. And each league winner gets an autographed Derek Carr jersey. All that for only $25. Plus every Monday's Mad Monday. We're going to live stream games, have owners on for Smack Talk, keep the world updated to what's going on in the league, and we're going to crown one champion, and we're going to be doing this every offseason. So all of you that are getting in this offseason, you get dibs on next season's. So those of you that are getting in, you're getting in on the ground floor now. The foundation of this Madden League, and it's going to keep growing and getting better every season. The prizes are going to get better. So if you want to get in now, because this is, a season or two from now, you're going to be sitting there like, fuck, man. Wish I got in that. Because that's what everybody says with my fantasy league. None of my owners leave. We got 32 owners in my fantasy league. That's why I'm the motherfucking commish. The shit that I run is tight, and we keep it fair. So hit it up, get in, have some fun. Chance to win something, and keep your competitive juices flowing with some football action over the course. You only got to play one game every week. We're playing a 16-game schedule, only one game every week. That's it. League reboots every Sunday. So, man, what's that, an hour of your week you dedicated to having a little fun? Also, make sure you check out the Raider Reaction Empire, the official group of Raider Reaction. Click on our group tab. It'll take you right there. Join it. Come to the dark side. Raw, real, and uncensored. Ain't one of them pussy groups where we got a list of fucking rules at the top. Tells you can't post this. Don't share shows. Don't be sharing products. Fuck that. I want you to share products. Hey, if somebody's selling some dope-ass Raider shit, share that shit to my group. Hey, we all want to buy some dope-ass Raider shit. Why wouldn't I want to see that? If there's other shit out there, I want to see it. That's what it's for. Share what you want. Talk about what you want. Voice your opinion. It's a real group, man. Not one of these other things. No. Ain't nobody gonna tap you on your shoulder and tell you, no, you can't say that. You can't feel that way. You can't post that. No. So, come to the dark side of Raider Nation. We've been expecting you. So, hit it up. Join in. Somewhere where you can hang out with a large section of Raider Nation. Speak your mind. Ask questions. Have people answer you, tell you you're stupid, whatever. It's social media, so yeah. But it's uncensored. Don't like people telling you what you have to do. Now, tomorrow night, my man Prime's with me. We're gonna put a bow on 2018. Talk about what transpired. And then move on into 2019 as we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league wide. So Prime's with you tomorrow night. Make sure you join me. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. Thank you as always, each and every one of you, for joining me for another edition of the Raider Nation Report. Our band of pirates. Without you, we would be nothing, new and old. Thank you, as always. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!